Orlando Pirates still at the top, Mamelodi Sundowns following closely with 3 points between the two teams and one game in hand between the two teams. Mamelodi Sundowns has a game in hand. So the local leaders, Orlando Pirates, lost to Mamelodi Sundowns in the past week, midweek, lost 2-1, and it was very disappointing for Orlando Pirates supporters to see their teams who they hoped that this season will be their season, but at this point the doubts are there that this team can go on and win the league. But we shall see. Mamelodi Sundowns will play midweek. Their game is on Wednesday against Amazulu, and they have a great record against Amazulu. So it's a match that I don't personally think that they can go on and lose. But Amazulu has a room to disappoint me for that. But my prediction is that Mamelodi Sundowns will win that game. So Orlando Pirates has played 17 matches and they have 38 points. They are sitting at the top. Following closely is Mamelodi Sundowns, 16 points with a game in hand. They have 35 points. If you can look closely, you'll realize that Orlando Pirates has 12 wins, while Mamelodi Sundowns have 2 wins. Mamelodi Sundowns this season hasn't been consistent, and I've been highlighting this issue for quite some time that they've been drawing quite a number of games, and they are fresh out of the loss in the Nedbank Cup. Together with Orlando Pirates, both teams lost. Orlando Pirates lost against second division Keswick on penalties, while Mamelodi Sundowns lost against TS Galaxy. That was a match where TS Galaxy beat Mamelodi Sundowns hands down. They lost 2-0 against TS Galaxy. But that was the Nedbank Cup. So both of these teams has now a chance to focus on the league. But Mamelodi Sundowns on the other end, they have CAF Champions League commitments. They are in the quarterfinals of CAF Champions League, and they will be playing Stade Malien. So following closely at number 3 is Sekhukhune United with 32 points. And after Sekhukhune is Kaizer Chiefs with 2 games in hand. They have they played 15 matches. They have 30 points. And at number 5 is Amazulu, who will be playing Mamelodi Sundowns on Wednesday. So Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates are set to meet on Saturday in the Soweto Derby. That match we shall see. The thing about Soweto Derby is very unpredictable. So right now, for me, I'll predict that that match will end in a draw, because these two teams, whenever they play, most of their games end up with a draw. And how they've been playing lately, I can predict the draw. But Orlando Pirates, on the other hand, they have a upper hand to can go on into the Soweto Derby on Saturday and win that match. It's a home game for Kaizer Chiefs. So this is the first Soweto Derby for this season. These two teams has another game that they should play before May. So Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs taking each other on Saturday in the Soweto Derby. Amazulu are playing Mamelodi Sundowns on Wednesday. They'll be hoping to can at least maybe get a point in that match. But Mamelodi Sundowns, right now, they've realized that they close that gap between them and Orlando Pirates. They'll be looking and gunning for maximum points. Remember, Mamelodi Sundowns are very good when it comes to playing the league. This is a team that knows how to play the league, and I've said it 1,000 times that they don't win. You don't win the Betway Premiership 8 times in a row with by a fluke. This is a team that has shown that they know how to play the league. Then Durban City at number 6 is Durban City, the team that's been changing and chopping coaches. This remember that I said that Durban City and TS Galaxy are my favorite teams, especially for this season, because I've seen potential in these teams, and for the fact that they can score goals. Most of the time when they play their matches, you are guaranteed to see goals whenever they play. So Durban City, currently, I will say this is a team that lacks a bit of stability because of the change and chop coaches. Kevin Hart was there. Badela also was there. He was chopped. So Polokwane City, Polokwane City this season are very, like, I can't stress the fact that they are very quiet. They are sitting at number 7 with 25 points after 17 games. And following closely is another team that I love so much also, TS Galaxy. TS Galaxy, there's been multiple reports coming out of TS Galaxy that they are financially struggling, and there are high possibilities that they can sell their status. I pray and hope that doesn't happen. These are teams that struggle to get sponsors, and Tumsegazi have made it clear. I remember by the time he was on Metro FM talking to the legendary Andile Ngube, telling that making it clear that how it is for a team like them, a small team like them, to not get sponsors like they tried. And he keeps on trying to get this team sponsors. But hey, this is a team that produces multiple talent, and they rely too much on selling their talent. That's why they've been managing to to become financially stable. So they rely much on the sale of their young players. We know they've sold a couple of players to Orlando Pirates. You're like of Siema was also there at Orlando Pirates. And outside the top eight is Mangoba Mniti and Golden Arrows following Lucy. I'm quite surprised why this team is still outside the top eight. This is one of the teams that has been playing well, but the thing about Golden Arrows is that they also lack consistency. This week they can win a match, next week they can lose a match, and they have a tendency of also losing matches at home. If only Mangoba Mneti can fix that, he will be fine. And what I've realized about Mangoba Mneti is that his team lacks a solid defense. Their defense is not as solid as one could expect. But hey, they find themselves sitting at number 9. And at number 10, we have Richards Bay, one of the teams that confuses me in the league because of I don't know how they play, but they play. I don't like, I can't tell you this is Richards Bay. I can't even tell you when Richards Bay come that this is the team that will be winning or this is the team that will be drawing. It's sort of a bit of a mess. And Siwelele also 17 matches, 18 points. Oof. The Bloemfontein's teams, both Siwelele and Marumo Gallants, it's a mess in those teams, man. They struggle to win matches a lot, especially when they play at home. I have a thing that if you wanna do well in this league, ensure that you collect points at home. It can be a draw, it can be a win, but just don't lose matches at home. But yeah, Chippa United is expected, chopping and changing of coaches. A team that lacks stability by changing coaches regularly, they are bound to not do well. They are bound not to do well. Then Stellenbosch are very, very surprising me, especially this season. They started this season in a big foot, and even now they are out of the Confederation Cup. So I'm hoping that they will be putting much focus on the league right now so that they can do well, because they are roaming around the relegation zone right now, and it won't be well, especially for a team like Stellenbosch who have great resources. We know that their owner Rupert has a lot of money, so this is a team that has a lot of money and can challenge the likes of Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. And they did it in the past seasons. They finished third, they finished fourth. That's why they ended up playing the CAF Confederation Cup. This is a team that's been doing well. They've managed to go on to the MTN 8 final against Orlando Pirates twice in a row, twice back to back in a season. Then Marumo Gallants, also another Bloemfontein team that's struggling. There's a lot of rumors coming out of Marumo Gallants that Moroka Swallows wants their status back because of they haven't met their financial obligations, their financial deal that they've made with Morgala Swallows. But that's a developing story we shall see. At number 15, we have Orbit College. Oof. The Northwest people or the Rustenburg people are very, very, very in much. I don't know what is the way that like this is a team that you can rely on because of there are high chances that they can get relegated. Orbit College. And I think they need another coach because of even their coach last week. He was asked and he said the team can get relegated. They know how to promote the team. That's not the talk that you need from a coach who's fighting relegation. At the last position at number 6 is Magets. Magets is struggling in this team. It is very, very, very struggling. So we shall see. Will they survive the relegation? I don't think so. But we shall see. There's still a lot of matches to play. So this is the state of the league. Adrasa Martin Katlejo, and this is the Offside Trap.